air out. Air crisis right now, to be honest. Oh, it's so early in the morning. We're waking up. We're getting this. All you guys are getting this loaded. Got the blank boards here. Ooh, I'm excited. But I'm also nervous to print on them at the same time. So obviously I won't be doing it on the live because I keep most of the shit I do redacted. Bear with. I'm also going to be ordering some hoodies today as well. Because I don't actually like going to, sew the fucking fabric together. That'd be mental. Someone actually asked me the other day, so do you actually make the garments? I was like, well, no, I buy the garments. Make sure they're good quality at least. And then I obviously print onto those. Oh, right, I've got my coffee, I've got my fingerboard. No, I don't. So there you go. Always losing something. It's so damn cold, so I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be like 20 degrees or something today, so just wait for it to warm up a little bit, I guess. And then about 15-20 minutes, I'm gonna go and give these boards one final coating. And then, yeah, my brain's not working yet, guys. It really is not. But yeah, I hope I'm having a good morning or evening or, wherever you may be. The night boards arrived. So I'm about to print on these today. I'm nervous to do it, I'm not going to lie, I'm really nervous to print on it. Even though I've already printed on some boards, it's like the real thing now. Sounds dumb, but I just don't want it to go wrong, do you know what I mean? I'll be honest with you, selling art can be difficult. Not because people don't want to buy it, just because you worry people will judge your art. Oh yeah, I was going to show people the jumper, so can people see it? Lean right back over. Ish. It says flip the ghetto bird, if you know what a ghetto bird is. So it's a double meaning, like the middle finger. That's what I'm going to put this graphic on the back of the t-shirt, and then a ghetto bird is a skateboard trick. It's meant to be kind of in rep. It's a completely different art style to the Screaming Handball. 2 seconds, I'm looking for my iPad right now. I'm thinking of doing the boards blue, like a sky blue, and then having this because it's heat transferred on it. So part of it's I'm gonna paint the boards, right, and that with proper good paint, not like just I'm probably gonna like get ultra heat ultra VHT milk. That's it. My brain's fucking done. Yeah, I'm using milk on my board. Oh my fucking head. Oh my brain. At least laugh at it, right? Right. Milk. I was thinking of UHT milk. VHT coating. Shit. Sorry, it's so early. I got up like half an hour ago. So I'll also be ordering some light grey hoodies today as well. Yeah, I'll be getting some light grey hoodies to print onto. That'll be the plan. And then I'll do the boards See how well the balls do. So I may be giving one to a sponsor. But I'm struggling to pick this month's sponsor who I'm actually going to be picking to put on the skate team. One of them's like younger and he has like all the time in the world to skate and he's learning. And then the other guy can already do McTwists. He can 540, he can like 720 flip like body varial with the board with an indie grab, like a 540 twist, spin, whatever you want to call it, over a spine just onto the flat. It's like a 4 foot spine, 5 foot spine. So he just sends it, drops it in, goes flying, goes like a flipping helicopter. I get the footage. I'm not even joking. It's just like I couldn't believe it until I saw him either. I was like, I've actually never seen a skater like you in person in my life. I don't remember when I was younger. I was a good skater. I could do like blunts to like I could do like a laser heel to like a blunt down a double king camber. That's how I injured myself so bad. My started skate company, but I never watched someone from an out perspective like do as good. Just kind of like I wouldn't call it freestyle, but I've seen people that are amazing on ramp, right? Like I was a better street skater out my mates because I would constantly get kicked out of school. And I bet fuck it, me and the board and the road. Let's just go. Stay in school. Not encouraging that. But, right. Anyway, I hope I have a good morning. So I can hear him now. Do I like the sound? I was going to say to hear me. That's a good point, bro. You won't hear me if I put my volume up. It won't make a difference. You got to turn your volume up. Is that better? Hopefully that's a little bit better, right? Just gotta put it. It's like I don't know. It's just when I put my phone down on the side, I've got a sticky thing on the back of this phone, so it sticks to like mostly anything that has suction. So yeah, I got some 8 inches. I'll be getting 8.25s as well to paint onto. So I think it was the same. Where's fucking here it is. I looked at it a second ago and then I like sat down and I thought I misplaced it. So the graphic's going to be. Let me go on to fresco because it's a little bit easier. And actually design them on like a skateboard size because then when you print through direct to film printer, it prints off the exact roll size you need. Oh damn you! Yeah, I copied that and done in layers, but flipping. Oh, why is it? Oh. The colour looks so off. There you go, flipping the ghetto bird. So that's the middle finger's gonna be on the nose and the tail. We're obviously gonna know which is the nose and the tail anyway because the way ghetto bird's written. I was thinking of actually having like 2 things, but you got having one, but then it looked weird. I didn't want to have just one on the tail and not on the nose. And I was going to do the logo, which I've done here on the nose or the tail. So have the logo and then have the middle. But I'm still not really digging that. So I'm feeling like having it both sides because it is like somebody doing that either side with both hands. Because if you actually look at the way the hand placement is as well, the knuckles, you can see. And do right. It's normal behaviour. Go to the doctor. Anyway. Bro, why do people keep saying a ghetto bird is a helicopter? It's not. Well, it is, but it's also a skateboard trick, my guy. Please look it up. Because I get so many people saying this. It's a nollie hard flip, late 180. It is a skateboard trick. So I lived in London for like 6 years or something. That is like the UK ghetto. Believe me now. I mean, there's firearms, there's AKs. I've been attacked myself. It's crazy. That's the origin. I know that's why the person named it like the ghetto bird because it's like a helicopter. The trick looks like you're doing a helicopter in the air. If you do this nollie hard flip in the air and then you do this late 80 kind of turn revert, you know what I mean? So yeah, kind of it's meant to look like a helicopter. Of course, but then I get why it's called a ghetto bird, because it's like a bird. It's like look out, pigs, flying pigs, pigs. That's what we say in the UK, pigs in the sky, right? But then you'd say, obviously in the ghetto, and then there's a bird, but they're like birds to check the ghetto out, police, making sure nothing is going on. I don't even live in like America, and I completely understand the logic behind that. I mean, to me, that's like logically, that's how English is broken down. Like, it's like, no offense, but football is a foot you use on a ball. And I know it's different from America, cool, you call it soccer, whatever, but still. But yeah, you get my point. That's how English people probably it's foreign language, because it's how English is made. We see saying it's like, well, okay, so yeah, it's bad. Like over here, we'd call it like, I don't know, but it's like pigs in the sky. It's flying pigs for it. When people go, oh, when I see flying pigs, I'm like, there are flying pigs. It's a joke, obviously. I'm joking. So, but I'm not. Some people, think that. I think, truthfully, I just think, a police officer's doing his job doesn't mean I like every police officer, right? I've been arrested and tased plenty of times. Well, I've been tased once, but arrested plenty of times. Oh man. Sorry, someone just said something weird. But anyway. But yeah, I had someone say this about this bloody cultural appropriation shit. Bro, one, I live in the UK, so we just this cultural what is this? I'm not saying like we're like such a diverse country. Is that still going on places? I mean, braids are Dutch, right? People know braids are Dutch. Like my family's also like people go a bit British. I'm actually my family's from South Africa and Romania. So then am I not allowed to do anything inherently British because I was only born here? Like it don't make sense, man. I'm just saying if you've got a bad connotation, or like what I'm saying is if you've got a bad like you know what I mean. Racism, bro, is a unfound fear or hatred or like dislike or discontent. You wouldn't support. You wouldn't go near. You know what I mean. People seem to forget what racism actually is. I'm just saying, it's done. And what annoys me is my family, as I said, South Africa is Johannesburg or Joburg and Claremont, and part of the I can't have it. It's really bad. On my mum's side, no, yeah, my dad's side. No, it's my mum's. See, this is what I mean. I was adopted, don't care. Little shit. But there is like what you say. I love when people go. My point is, everyone has like some people are anti-Semitic when they've got like 20% Jew in them. Some people are like racist when they're like 15% black and they don't realize it, or like more than that. Like my point is, we all are the same. We all have our own differences, of course, but I mean that's what makes us unique. But like, there's no reason to be mad at someone. It's just blind hatred, which I've never understood in my life. Like, generally, hearing someone else say something makes you dislike it that much. You actually, blood gets boiling. You could commit such atrocities. That doesn't make sense to me. I need to see something visibly happen. And then I still wouldn't judge everybody by one person's actions. Steroid cycle. I don't use steroids. Because, mate, I'm skinny. Bro, it's just jumper. It's just baggy jumper. Don't get me wrong, I'm what you call skinny. Like I'm a skater, so I'm strong. Yes, granted, but I'm not by no means bulky. Maybe we're taking a piss, but still, some jumpers do have that sort of like bulking effect. To be fair, I do like this jumper flat. It's quite comfortable. Not for that, but it's just like I love baggy. I love baggy hoodies. They're the best. Right, I was also going to show people the jumper. Oh, well, fuck, I put that too honestly. So I was going to ask as well, on these boards, do people think I should do? Well, obviously, I'm gonna have the ghetto bird written in there, right? Flipping the ghetto bird, and then the middle finger there, and middle finger here. But do you reckon I should do the boards like sky blue? Because I'm thinking sky blue is quite a nice colour. It's very difficult to pick. It's either that or white. So I like white as well. Right. No, don't take any steroids. I'm actually against steroids, bro. Personally, as a person, I think don't just do something. Do it properly. It's like it's people getting sober, taking like methadone and stuff, and that's an actual addiction. Yeah, I mean, it's just funny, innit? It's just this world's so tapped, bro. We all want understanding when we're going through something, but then we never give it back to people when they're going through something. But no, I would never use that shit. Maybe people get roid rage and stuff. You know what I mean? Like angry little man syndrome and real muscle that does like fake muscle that just doesn't work. Because I was at the gym doing the hip abductors, and because I skated like my whole life, bar 5, 6, well, 7 years or whatever it was, from my injuries. I have really strong legs. Like I can max out the hip. You know the hip abductors, which is you just put your lock in your legs, and you've got these things that go between your thighs, and you squeeze your hips, and then there's what you fold around and you push out as well. I can max that out. It's like I've got a video on YouTube. It's like the whole thing. You can see when I'm sitting there on my skateboard, and then this guy afterwards comes past and he sees it. He tries to do it, and he looks like he's got kind of Olympic legs, but he's going. It looks like he's going to shit himself. And I'm like, well, there you go. My point is, it's not about clearly use the steroids probably for one because it's just swollen muscle. Maybe he's just got a lot of water weight. I don't know what it was, but muscle doesn't like size doesn't always equals like ability. Always. I mean, of course, somebody's massive compared to a really skinny guy, but there is at a certain level where it's kind of like it doesn't seem to look like it makes sense because we've been told to believe that a big muscle just means a lot of strength, but not always because you can have those really skinny like you know what I mean? Just look it up. It's wild. And look, you can watch a video on my channel. Good luck finding it. It says the video how to find it. It will say to people that find skating embarrassing or something like that as adults because it's like I'm skating 1 minute and then the next minute it's me at the gym doing that. I'm like, well, I can do. I'm having a good time and living my life and having fun, not growing old too quick. But I'm also still managing to do more than you at the gym with my legs. It's not a competition, but if we were going to be like that, because people do plenty of times, and I'm like, well, there you go. Don't judge a book by its cover, and make sure to enjoy your life because sometimes you get where I'm coming from, right? You can't just sit there and just think it'll work out. Maybe it's about mental state and happiness as well. Because if you like your body ain't happy, your mind ain't happy, your body ain't happy. People might be say they're happy at the gym, but going to the gym every day to just walk and look at a wall, listen to music, and be like, my goal is to lose weight. Like that's just depressing shit. My goal is to have a good time skating. No offense, I appreciate it because when I say that, I was bigger once. You know, I lost a lot of weight. But doing it the best way possible is personally for me, and you know, what I mean, and I was like what 16 stone now, and that was when I was like 14 years old, and now I'm less than that. I'm less than 16 stone at 25. That's kind of crazy when you put that. You know, what I mean, my younger self would have sat on me and crushed. I've been beat up by my younger self. But over that period in high school where like yeah, everyone likes someone who's lean or has abs and stuff like that. That's just a thing. And as you get older, it's like you just realise none of that's important. You just enjoy your life. You do you. It's vital. Right. I really want to print on these boards, but as I said, I'm so nervous to get on with it this morning. Don't want to get it wrong. 7-ply Canadian made, but you know, they're very nice and light. I will say that, to be fair. They're nice and light, but not like too light. You know what I mean? They're like decent. I personally wouldn't ever skate an 8, just personally. Not anymore. I mean, I remember I was done a 7.75s. Now I'm 8.25, but I think I'm gonna go up again. Like, I don't know. I have size 11 feet, really, right? So with that comes, with big feet comes big boards. No, seriously, like I don't understand. I see someone with the same size feet, he's skating like a 7.75, and bro's doing like a a bigger flip or something like that. I'm like, how are you even landing on that? Because you understand what I mean when I say like that. That's a trick. You're going in kind of blind a little bit more, and you're flipping the board. It's not so easy as just a kick flip, where it's just land underneath your heel flip. Like you kind of get that muscle rate. I nearly got my heel flips back yesterday. Pretty much landed 2 of them, on the nose though. So because how I always say when it comes to doing a heel flip on a skateboard, it's just to jump, tuck your back leg up, and then kind of wait, delay a little bit, roll your ankle, and then flick as quick as you can, and then it kind of makes the board like rotate up into your back foot. But I was going because I always say make sure you don't just stop in one place. Don't just jump. Like jump while you're moving.
Does that make sense? Because if you try and just go pressure in one spot, the board's gonna go in front of you, or you're just gonna fuck yourself up. You got to kind of just jump and go with it, and hopefully the ball will just follow you through with the jump and the rotation on the zero. I like to call it the zero gravity. I can't think of ball, but I can. But like skateboarding for me is I go out right now and try and do a heel flip, and to be honest with you, probably like now if I get okay, we're saying ollie straight away, fake ollie straight away, front side 180 straight away, back side 180, maybe 3 attempts. After I've got my kick flips and my heel flips back, at 1 or 2 attempts in the morning. So for some reason, I've always done better at skateboarding. I have no idea why. I think it's because I've done it for so many years. It's just like second nature to me. At one point, I could generally put a blindfold on, kind of feel where my foot placement is by like using my feet to curve on the board and be like, okay, it's there, and that's how I learned to do it. Find the pockets. If you have blown out bushings like I have recently, I'd be fine. It wouldn't really. It'd be harder to tell. But find the pockets and the pressure points, and then just go. You may land primo, but get ready to like obviously put your hands out because you blindfolded. But it was a game of skate we played where we were doing blindfolded skate. So obviously weren't on any obstacles. Hit a laser blunt. Hit a laser blunt to a double blunt down that double kink handrail, which is like 20-foot drop the other side. No, it was just flat ground stuff. It's famous on Lance Primo though. My mate did it because he was blindfolded. He couldn't see where he was putting his feet, and he had like less low rise. I call it low rise, but on low. He had proper. I don't even call it, mine are low trucks. I call, you know what I mean. So there's like potential more for like wheel bike and stuff like that. But he had a much bigger gap. I can't remember what he had. I think I had Aces or something like that. I don't know what his were. They weren't like Aces, Thunders, or like your industry mains. Do you know what I mean? Or indies. I don't know if I said indies already. But yeah, his feet went down in. I don't know why, but he kind of like stepped like that, and then his toes went in the gap, and then he kind of fell like that, put his hands out, but his feet were still stuck in the board. So then obviously he was like took his thing off, and he's like had to actually pull his because he was wearing canvases. Do you know like the front rubber bit on the canvas that kind of got caught underneath in the wheel, and it didn't obviously wouldn't have it. It was just so funny. I recommend anyone have a game of skating blindfolded, stationary, or at least closing your eyes. I mean, don't fake it. I mean, maybe. What it does is it helps you build up blind ability. What I call blind ability skating is when you're watching and lining up a spot. Say if you're doing, I mean, there's so many things you might do back like blind. If you go into, I'm trying to think of a trick. I can't think right now. My brain's not woken up. But say if you lock into a, I don't know, a lip, right? A fakey. No, bro, my brain. My point is, say your head's face this way, and you're riding out, right? So you're in a backside tail, looking over your shoulder, or like under your. Some people look under their arm. That's a flipping weird one. That is. But you want to always look where you're going, and also where your shoulders are is where the board will move. Does that make sense? So that's why I like front side 180s. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can't actually see either the board, or necessarily like the landing zone, right? Because to get the movement to see it, because I've done the spot before, I've been having to come up onto a spot that's been a rail, and the landing zone, I've had to have a mate shout to me, there's like no cars coming. So one can't see the landing zone, which can also put your mind off a little bit, and you'll see it as you go into the crook, and then it's like more appears as you come up to it. So sometimes you're unprepared. Sometimes at that point, when you're seeing the landing zone, you don't have time to look down to adjust your feet. So you get used to adjusting your feet and feeling the placement of the board and the pressure pockets. That is when you see someone skating, you see them like lining up as a shot. They might look down quickly like that, like a millisecond. So like when you're driving left and right, you know what I mean? When we're, and it's literally the same thing. And then so that's what I'm saying, blindfolding yourself or just closing your eyes to practice some tricks. Open them as soon as you flip it or whatever, but it will just help you realize you'll naturally put your feet in the right placement. What I love as well, if you're watching on skateboard, you'll know if they're a backside skater or a front side skater or a hillside skater. If you look close enough, if they push and then they stand this side, more backside pocket, hillside pocket with their toes, they're normally a front side shove it skater, hard flip. Normally, not always, but it's because they push into his pocket a lot, diagonally to pop it. Where if they have it here more, they're more of a scooper, meaning they do things like trays. I mean, it's little things like that I love seeing that people don't realize as a skater you can really recognize. If they have their foot more towards a heel side, they might be a heel flip. If they're over here, they might be ready for a kickflip. It might not always be the case because they might just be riding that way. But like, you can sometimes get a feel for it. So you could really impress someone by going like, so watch somebody and be like, is this your, how long? I don't know, bro. I don't know. My missus would be shocked to find out. She's either the woman, no, the man, and I'm the woman. That just reminds me of that Bart Baker song. People remember Bart Baker parodies, right? And it was like Boyfriend by Justin Bieber. Just go listen to it. Bart Baker parody, and right at the end. I'm not playing it. What's Olive Garden? Is that a food place? Yeah, man. Ugh. Oh, that's peak, bro. Sorry to hear that. Sorry, I just seen that thingy. See, it's funny because if women call me that, they don't realise I have a missus. They either like insult me, or that I love your hair, and I'm like, I have a girlfriend anyway. Like, they just get shut down in the obvious ways. And same with guys, do. It doesn't matter what you do. Life is not for that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm sorry. The person that's calling me gay on a live is probably like has literally no leg to stand on in the sense of. I mean, come on, let's be real. She's gorgeous, and I look like a flipping mole rat. Not mole rat. I look like something out of the ground you just dug out. This looks like a carrot top or broccoli or something. I know it doesn't come out round, but you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, bro, I love when people want to sit there and say that. But then at the same time, some of the same girls would be simping. It's just pathetic. I'm like, bro, it's ridiculous. Get a life. Yeah, Birdhouse. Sorry, man. So I'm going to respond back to that message. Yeah, so Birdhouse was found by Tony Hawk. And well, no, I think that was solely his company, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was the Powell Peralta helper. I think like so Stacey Peralta. I think so. Yeah, I believe I could be wrong here, but helped him with that company. Birdhouse is a good. They're good for vert boards. I find them very heavy, but obviously, I mean, Tony Hawk is a vert skater. Transition vert where I'm street. So for me, I've always really liked light boards. I mean, I didn't really like the I did like Power Pro's flight decks. They were really good because they had like a layer of secret sauce or whatever they had inside of it. So my skateboards, I'm going to be putting today. First two I'm starting off. Well, it's the first two actual boards. Obviously, done a lot of refurbished boards. But I know I've got the art, the skill, and now the boards, and they're the customer base. So it's brilliant. I'm so excited, but at the same time, I'm flipping nervous because it's like you want it to go right. I want it to go right with everything. Like it's difficult. People think it's easy, right? Making a skateboard, it's actually not easy. Making a fingerboard is not easy, bro. Making a skateboard is like slightly a bit harder. Actually, no, I would say that it's hard in different ways. A fingerboard is easy to cover with art because it's so small, but it's also so like finite. Like the art, no, the amount of sanding you have to do is working in millimeters. Whereas skateboard, technically, yeah, it is millimeters, but then you don't count in it. It's like 8 inches or 8.25, and it's just I know. And my point is, it's just easier to work down. If you do have an if you have an 825, you could just sand the 825 down a little bit either side, and boom, you have an 815. My point is, with a fingerboard, you sand down. You got 29. It's not 29. It's like 32. If you sand down two sides, you got 30. Then you sand down. You got it wrong again. You sand it down. Then you have to get it equal, and then you're at 29, and then you're at flipping. Do you know what I mean? You lose rapid amounts quick. Where on a skateboard, you really do have a lot of space to work with. And you can, but then the art, there's so much more. Like literally, a fingerboard I can fit just on this bloody part of the end. So there's like a whole lot more wood and a whole lot more art to cover the board with. Bro's custom making boards. So I have my own company actually instead. But I mean, I guess you could say so. Because I always see like custom making boards as people who maybe get people's boards for them and refurbish them, recycle them, or do. But where I actually make mine own from, well, fingerboards from scratch. I will be making my own skateboards from scratch. I just had to order from another company who makes skateboards some blank decks, 7 ply Canadian maple. That's what I've been trying to fucking say since yesterday. And well, not obviously been on the license yesterday trying to say, you know, yesterday for some reason I couldn't get that out. I couldn't figure out how I was trying to say that. I've got it wrong again. 7. Oh shit. Oh well. You get the point. Standard deck. But it also is like mixed with layers of a resin when it's pressed. So it's actually a lot more durable, but at the same time it's not like got no like you know where it's too rigid, like my impact boards, well not my boards. I feel like I can't say that now. Before when you know my board, right? And that has a different connotation. So when you actually own skateboards, because then it's like, well, it's not my board, that's their board. Even if I now skate another skateboard, I feel like I can't go, that's my board. Even though it's my board, I've purchased it, I'm skating it. Do people get what I mean? Like that's kind of thrown me off a little bit. So yeah, like skateboards. I've had 2 of them so far. They're incredible. I do too, man. I really do. Because I've already sold. Well, I've got a sale today. Fingerboards going over to the States. So I have got a website. I do sell internationally, but I'm a bit like I don't ever think I'll be invited to something like the Olympics because I mean I give you let's look at my graphic right here and give a little reason because I realise bro you can't be everyone's cup of tea and I miss skating from how it used to be. I miss the sort of like the anti-culture, but like look, it can still be respectful, but still have that sort of funny. So this is flipping the ghetto bird, and if people know what a ghetto bird is, you know, so that's also on this jumper here, and if people want to see it. A bit like his hat. I can't. My back is so fucked. If I just go down on my knees, is that easier? Oh, on my knees it is. So there you go. I'm hoping I'm at the right angle because I can't see for shit right now. So this is one of the jumpers, and then I'll be putting the logo on the front there as well. One of the beanies. Oh yeah. Because I literally, as I said, I wouldn't sell or I wouldn't use myself. But look how comfy these are, bro. It's like one size fits all, and they're just soft and fluffy. I mean, summer's coming in now, so you don't really need beanies, right? So they're still there for this too, but I mean, I'm going to be doing shirts and jumpers because who doesn't like an evening sesh? That like, you know what I mean, a little evening skate. But yeah, I didn't know whether like this one's got the middle finger right at the top. I was like, I kind of feel like I should have it on the nose and the tail. Bro, see, it is 7. Well, I wake up at like 5 most days, bro. As a skater, that's really kind of rare. I'll be honest with you. I never see that. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, definitely. That's what I was thinking. It looks like somebody's then like, why does it look so shit? Right, I'm flipping taking my phone, flipping around like this. Great, now it's back to front because obviously when I print it, it's just bear with me. Oh, there's another one. So wait, let me find. I've done Steezus. I'm getting rid. I'm not gonna have the logo up here though. And then, right, I want people to tell me what they. Well, actually, no, people have got to know. If you don't know, then you're just not a skater, in my opinion. What this spot is meant to be. That photo is meant to be representing a nose blunt. I'll at least say it down that, and if people can say the location and what it's meant to be a spin on, what literal photo it's meant to be a kind of spin on, then fair play. I love games like things like that. People trying to guess what that could possibly. Because if you are a skater, you understand any skate history. I'll accept the location and I'll accept the skater's name. I hope people got this. Or is it like literally before people's time? Is that the case? Is that what we've got going on here? Because it could massively be the case. Not looking good, bro. Yeah, it says Eric Kitting, Aries Blunt down, have a hideout. It's not no longer with us.
I don't think. I think it's been torn down. But you know, Hubba Bubba. It was meant. I'm trying to do like a double take on that word and meaning. I always thought Hubba was quite funny, and I was wrong. 'Cause when I started to draw a piece, I was going to do the shape of a H. You know, like that piece of iron that's in a H shape, like, or steel, right? That they used to do like building with. Because I was thinking, I guess that's because it's strong, right? That way, because it's got like multiple like structure that way. Anyway, you get my point. So I thought that was Hubba Bubba. I found out that's Chubba Chubba. And I'm sitting there like, wait, what? Like my whole reality came crashing down because to me, why the flip is saying that is a H where Hubba Bubba, not the H shape, but the thing that's called Chubba Chubba that doesn't really have like a H. Well, yeah, it does chub. I mean, but what? Why is that using? Why? I have no idea. But yeah, it threw me off, and it kind of threw off the whole design. So I was like, okay, what does flipping, Hubba Bubba look like? And then I'm like, oh, it literally looks like a piece of gum with goo inside, or a roll. I was like, but I can't do a roll, so yeah, that's why I came back to flipping the Get a Bird graphic because it just felt a lot easier to print the board as well than doing like. I wasn't gonna do that one on the board. I was gonna do that on the back of a t-shirt, but I need to actually make sure that that isn't copyrighted already. I'm gonna change the color of his jeans. I don't like them green because there's too much green. And I started drawing something and you realise there's like a lot of green in the background because it's the spot's got a lot of shrubbery. Oh, but my neighbour's awake, so that's good. But this is how quick my hand's moving today, really. It may look quick, but it's not. I'm getting me a coffee there with. Actually, I'll bring everybody with me while I get coffee. It's a little easier. Because otherwise people just come through and they're just staring at the wall. And I kind of feel bad about that. Only kind of. So, I mean, if I come back and people are still there, I'm like, fair play. Like, that's dedication, that is. I'll be like, I'm off. What on the earth? It feels like a flipping Bible or something. It's like a food Bible. Damn. And he said grace. Do you know when people say grace? I love that. It's like grace, and then people just go grace and then eat. That's funny. Do people even say grace anymore? Is that a thing that you still do in America? Like, with all due respect, like, I would love to know because I don't actually think I know one single British family that actually does it, which is kind of sad, really, in a way. Isn't it? If you like, not call yourself a Christian country and not say grace. You could be like, thank you, Jesus, for this bowl we're about to shred. Forever grant us no fraction. Butter up our spots and our bread. I like that. I like that. So this is how you come up with little things in your head. How I done the flip the ghetto bird, because I was thinking flipping the bird, and I thought I swear there's a trick called the bird or something like the bird. And I was like the ghetto bird, and now I have people going around cultural bloody appropriation, like, oh, that's a police helicopter, and yeah, I'm like, but then why is that cultural appropriation? Because that's the police helicopter, not. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense anyway, even if you wish to say it's cultural appropriation. Do you want to say because it's American slang? Bro, why is the ground sticky? Bear with. Fuck. Right, okay.
tell me what company I don't even have to ask still, but companies that actually do any like slightly not, I mean, risky graphics. And when I say risky, it's not offensive to anybody, is it? It's just, it's funny because the people I get offended going, oh, that's cultural appropriation, is some white guy living in the suburbs of a, just saying, well, that's cultural appropriation. You can't say the modern ghetto. And I'm like, well, bro, you are like not educated because it's a skateboard trick. And, you know, that's a bit dumb if you name a skateboard trick something and then no one can name the skateboard trick. Like, bro, did you just say something racist? No. I don't even think like that was like funk. I don't even funk. I don't even think that's racist anyway. Oh, people's definition of racist is so warped these days. It's quite funny. I'm sorry, it is. Because if you went back to like 100, 200 years ago and told them what race is like, just saying. And they always say, so my partner said this yesterday, about, and I saw a kid say it, right, that the people were like tougher. They used to be tougher. People used to cry when there weren't segregated toilets. What do you mean tougher? People have actually got a more understanding, accepting which they should be. Back then, people were kind of a wet wipe, bro. Cry over literally everything. Now we have all these things we dealt with recently in the last 10 years have been absolutely wild. I mean, it's been a completely just. I mean, it's just been unrecognisable. It's been like a utopian universe, to be honest with you, I think. Because I mean, growing up, the belief was, you know, you grow up and have kids and I mean, no one ever felt so close to the end, bro. I always just say to people, don't panic. It's like they say it since the dawn of time, bro. That's what they do. And then you wouldn't even know about it if something would happen. You know what I mean? It's like that quick. Anyway, it's beautiful weather today. Well, it's one of them days that's like really sunny, but there's so much wind that you just take off when you just like open your coat up. I think I'm really putting off printing on the board today, to be honest with you. I'm quite nervous about it. Funny enough, I had steak last night. Oh, so good, man. Oh, it is right. I generally want to be a vegetarian a lot of the time because I do like animals. Right, I do. I actually like people less sometimes because I mean animals just are like non-deserving of anything, and people are like just deserving of a bigger slap in the head sometimes. Let's be real. Let's just be real. They are. But yeah, we're expecting to be nice to people and horrible to some. I'm like, nah, I'm all right. I love animals, right? I really do. I mean, you're expected to like people over animals, even if the person's a complete knob, and I will not accept that. That's just not happening. So, that's fine. Yeah. I do want to be vegetarian, but at the same time, I know I just would probably not. I wouldn't live in the sense of like, I just feel like I can get any sort of nutrition to me either way. Just try to eat beans and pulses and stuff like that. That's actually sustainably a nightmare, right? It actually kind of is to eat that every day for a meal. I mean, it's also not. Can you live on that? Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I just feel every other person I've seen that's become a vegan or something looks very unhealthy. No offense, because I've not maybe met every vegan. Obviously, there's going to be probably. It's just the ones I've met. You know, seem to have been very. And a lot of them even said they felt extremely tired without meat and doing. So I'm like, don't really need that as a skate and someone who's running their own business. I kind of need energy, bro. You know, who knows? That's kind of coming unbearable now. That coffee's become so cold, it's like it's been in the fridge, but it's just been on my bedroom side. And that kind of to me just shows you how cold it is. Because I mean, things don't get hot and then plummet below the temperature because they were hotter. I mean, people, you feel the cold. You know when you're hotter beforehand and then you get cold and it feels colder because you're warmer? I mean, cup of tea doesn't get like that. It doesn't go, well, I was boiling a second ago, so now I'm going to go below freezing because it doesn't have a mind, bro. But yet somehow it feels like it was put in the fridge for 20 minutes, which is kind of nuts. I mean, we set the window open, right? Because it's the UK again, right? I say open with a latch. I mean, it's fine if someone wants to try and climb through my window. I say, nothing to do with us. We knew it because there's people that bringing like little kids and pissing around, like smashing loads of windows. They get bored. They live in the country. I'm not saying it's okay. You know what I mean? Nothing for them to do. So they've gone around smashing windows. I jumped out the window like probably 5 seconds out with my shoes on, like, screaming and raging. And I mean, I didn't see anybody again. I thought I saw people like running off in the distance, but at the end of the day, I'm also thinking, if you were a kid and you were just walking around late at night, your mates anyway, and you just hear somebody going nuts, you are probably going to run off anyway. Especially if you're like, 14, 15 years, somebody like everything going just like clearly not in a great mood. Because it came in, the guys came in on my partner. It went all over the bed, onto her lap, gave her like bloody flipping. Because it does, when you're chilling and you're in your zone, you know what I mean, and then something happens like that, it throws you off. I've lived in London, so I mean, but that kind of that says it all, don't it? Really. Boil, bruv. It's funny, right? I once put a cat. I put tea in the microwave. A cat would be not put a cat in the microwave. I put a cup in the microwave and it shattered. Like it heated up so much it just exploded because I didn't put any water in it. But I'm pretty sure like it cracked the glass a little bit. Or, like I had to get rid of it. This was ages ago, and I've done it again one time. Like probably about a few months ago. I didn't put no water in there. This is a bit part that freaked me out. I put like this much water. I didn't need much. I just wanted a little bit of water, like heat up. And where it clearly, like, I don't even know, it doesn't boil the same, right? This is what weirds me out. Like, heats from inside outwards. Like, yeah, in, out. Inside out. It cooks from inside out. The fucking. I understand putting an empty cup in there is going to make it shatter. I've done that before by mistake. But as I said, this had water in it. And I took it, looked inside. And when I opened the door, that's when it shattered. And there was no water. It was like no steam, nothing. I was like, where did the water literally go? I don't know if anyone here has an answer for me today, because I mean, as I said, it's weird. And also, sometimes it doesn't look boiling until you touch the water, and it can actually erupt. Don't people also know that? Because of where the water's not disturbed, you can drop something into it, and then it can actually technically explode if it was hot enough and compressor, which I think is just crazy. See, I've just done that, or like more steam came out where the water was a little bit. I mean, obviously it's going to because it's disturbed more bubbles too. Anyway, science guy. I'm getting hungry, then a motherfucker. Sorry, you got that little dicky, too high, and he's like, ooh, no, the science guy. I feel like people don't actually like Little Dicky as an artist. I mean, granted, I don't really like his new stuff, but I thought some of it was quite funny. Maybe. So everyone I've ever said to about Little Dicky, they're like, yeah. By the time I'm just looking for my iPad now. I wake up in the. Sorry, that's not what it might sound like, isn't it? So I mean, she's asleep for everything. I'm just tapping on my spoon on my finger and she's snoring and her eyes are closed. I sometimes think it's fake, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's not fake, but they're in a state of just like comfy, like hibernation. This is the best coffee, bro. It's just like powder. I don't like instant coffee because I think it tastes like shit, but this is like the only instant coffee I have that doesn't taste like shit. Oh. Hello, welcome. I need to start saying names. Welcome, Harry. Morning. Sorry, when I hear Harry, I'm like, oh, Harry. I don't know why. What's that even from? Ugh. Oh, I think the hay fever's doing me in today, bro. I don't even have bad hay fever, really, to be honest. It's gone. It's cleared up, I believe. But occasionally just get a bit of like an itchy fucking nose, man. It's like, and people will notice it, by the way. Pollen count's getting worse. every year a little bit, so people actually might notice it even when they didn't have it before. Alright, what's the song called? So say, by the way, I'm not. If people ever ask me to play a song or this, that, I won't be playing the song. So it's like, how do we song? Unfortunately, not even unfortunately, bro. It's just done. Because I know that's something I would do. I'd tell someone to play this, and it'd have like funny lyrics in it that sounded like they were saying something else, or it would say something that they just really wasn't expecting. But people don't understand me is I'm already a controversial guy. In the sense of what people believe is controversial, which isn't controversial, what they've been made to think is controversial, that's sort of controversial, the fake controversial, which isn't. People were dumb, and they're made to believe just saying like, "Oh fuck you, that's controversial," right? Especially here in the UK, but it's not. It's a statement, and it's understood across many countries. I feel like going like, what's his name? Billy Connolly says it. He said, "Is it Billy?" He says, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him." He says, "It's a universally understood word, f off. You can say it in a lot of languages, and people probably understand kind of what you mean. It's just how it carries itself. It's a strong word." French press. What's French press? My bad, I don't know what that is. See, I'm. Bear with, let me have my coffee, let me sip on this shit. Scares me. Like a volcanic eruption, bro. Okay, I probably shouldn't say that right now. My bad. I feel like that's what I mean. You can't. That's a controversial thing because everything's controversial because there's always something going on somewhere. How are you meant to avoid it? Okay, I will do that in a sec. I will do that. But yeah, in a second, I am thinking walking dog as the weather's. Oh shit! And I'll be back on again. Tomorrow is a 5 o'clock jobby in the morning, so today's 7, so like 2 hours earlier than today, and then 7 again the next day. Always exciting. But I shall have the skateboards to show by then. Like a little kid on Christmas. Look at that. Ooh. I'm going to tell you what, the windows need a bit of a clean, but we'll ignore that for now. But that sky is the most inviting shit. I could like live outside if it went, if it was nice weather all the time. Obviously, I mean, the UK with winter is. I know there's like people get snow everywhere, which is always nasty, whatever. But yeah, I will Google it. Just bear with. I'm gonna let my iPad charge up a little bit more. Let's read a verse from chapter John. I'm joking, from chapter John. I don't even know what the fuck I'm on about. I just find it funny. How do people remember all those verses and scriptures and shit? Like, no, because in scripture 4, like Exodus 3 point, I'm like, bro, it's impressive. I don't even remember, like, I could just memorize a book sometimes if I read it enough times, but then how many times do you read like one book? I don't know. Like Harry Potter books, I've read those easily 2 times each, right? And I can actually quote like the first part of the book. Weirdly, I know that's weird. It's nerdy. But I own that shit. And what is it? What's that word called? The Brits being associated with Harry Potter so deeply. I don't understand that whole thing. Is it because it is written by a British author? I'm guessing so. But then I'm thinking like, do you know how many things are written by a British author? Probably quite a lot of things. Right, let's check it out. As promised. And this is the design that went on the back of the shirt. Quickly before I Google that. Oh, it's going to do that whole thing in it. It's going to start flipping on me. Flipping the go bird. Oh shit. Right, let's look it up. What was that again? Oh yeah. from ages old and brace, bro. It really does. It comes quick. Oh, that's quite cool. It's like a 2-in-1 then. Or individual things, as I can see, you could get 2 as well. I tell you what, coffee is dangerously good. And if I don't have one sometimes, I actually feel like I'm having a meltdown. It's like a baby without his bottle. No, I'm serious. It's like literally get up in the morning. If I don't have a coffee, sometimes it's like, I don't know if it's the combination of the warmth, the perkiness of the coffee. It just gives me a kick in the ass that I need to start my day every single time. And then I go and have a smoke, and then I'm like, 1 second, I'm sure on the orders I've got to fulfill as well. Bitch. These are the boards. They all got a nice little coating last night on top. I was scared because I nearly ran out. But it makes it quite... It's user friendly. Yeah, it's a lot more user friendly than a hot water in a microwave. I'm not like... Mine's volatile. Because I mean, in the sense you don't know when it's going to blow or erupt, it just does. Sometimes I put it in for 2 minutes 50 and it's not hot enough. Sometimes I do, and I do think that means it's probably a bit of a faulty microwave. But oh well. I mean, it still works, right? Do you know the middle, the program? Is it the middle? Yeah, it's the middle. And they got to use a microwave and a hairdryer. I always found that funny, bro. It's just like buy a new fucking microwave. You can like. But anyway, my point is, you can survive. So I just literally, if I didn't have it, I'd look like it will have. Do you know what I just thought? The whole time I was homeless, and I was completely off subject when I wanted coffee. I was like, I could have just bought this little gas things, and I was like, never. I didn't have a hot drink for nearly like 2 years. I was like, all hot food, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, I could have just bought a little camping gas thing, right? Well, that's what homeless brain does to the brain. Really, fucking hell, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Anyway, I'm gonna go have a cigarette or something. I chipped out one this morning, so I'm kind of feeling smoky. I'm just feeling like I can't sit down again. I have the worst fucking ADHD on the planet, I swear. I can't. I have a fidgety. I'm tempted to take a booster. See, I mean, I feel like it's medication ADHD resistant. Oh my flipping hell! What did I just say? Right, we're gonna do some breath work quick, right? Because this generally works. If you do it long enough, you can actually start laughing. I'm not even joking, especially if you like pick up the pace. Because hyperventilating, no, you don't do it like too quick, short succession. You do deep breathing, but quite rapid. Yeah. That's not hyperventilating. If you do it deep, that's deeply oxygenating. Yeah, that's it. Relax. I can't do that. I can't. I could at one point, but that was before I hit puberty. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I've realised my voice is starting to waver again. I'm like, don't you dare. It's already getting deep, and like, this isn't my voice. That sounds dumb. I'm not using a synthesizer. I mean, I have to add a pitch to my voice, otherwise people don't hear me. They're just like, what? Huh? Pardon? I'm like, fuck's sakes, man. I think I'll show people before a lot more. Like, I speak more like, I can't even do it because I feel like then people can't hear. It's annoying. You have to add a whole, like, fucking pitch to it. Then you sound like a different person. Oh, well. Yeah, you got relaxed. Too easy. Right, I'm gonna go for some legal. I'm gonna go get me some medical. I see how I got mixed up there. Because I took that one. And it just put me up. I mean, if I'm going to print any graphics today on any boards, I don't want to be all fidgety like this because I will get it wrong. And then, as I promised, these boards will be. I really wanted to send them out today, but as I said, they're kind of like a misprint. One of them kind of went wrong. Peace. I don't know what it is like. I feel like I hope that never actually goes as a thing. You know, like you got greetings and goodbyes. Greetings and goodbyes. See, I had days off and it don't feel like I had anything off at all. It feels like I just worked and I didn't stop working. That's why I feel so done today. You can't deny that there's just some nice rich colours on the board. Oh. Right, I'm going to tuck this. That's a completely different connotation. And I'm going to. I'll be back in 15 minutes, I think. Shit. There's really some nugget on the bed. There's some nugget on the bed. Oh, sorry, I make myself laugh. Anyway. Oh. I think today's gonna be one of those days where I actually make myself flipping tear up from laughing so much. Sometimes it just happens. Oh, it does. So much fucking emotion in one little thing. It's gonna be one of my goofy days, I think. Which is good. I like being goofy. But then people think I put something in the water or something. Probably watch some fail videos of me. I mean, if we've already watched them before, but if you haven't, they're fucking hilarious. So I mean, how can you not want to watch them again anyway? But yeah, and the answer goes the same. If you haven't seen them, they're hilarious. So I mean, and they're not crazy ones. They're not ones you're gonna want to not skate after watching. They're ones that just look very, very stupid. Like, oh, that was unavoidable. Oh yeah, and that. Oh, that was completely unavoidable too. And then you realise, can bro even skateboard? Like, yeah, I know it's shocking. This is the whole multiple personality thing, bro. Like one day I'm landing like a kill flip, and the next day I'm barely doing an ollie out of the fucking. I mean, out off the curb. Like, what's going on? What's going on there? It's funny, man. It's funny. Have people seen the movie Split? Right, that's the extreme version of one of my disorders. But I'm not like, hey, I'm Doris. Hey, I'm Dorothy. Oh, I'm Michael. I'm Benjamin. I'm not Benjamin. Came from really fucking name to pick, but hey. Benjamin Buttons. So well, I like being. I think I need to be a bit more goofy online anyway, because it's a good side of me. Like having all but it's like having all that. It's like it's a magical mixture of. It's a concoction of like fun. You know, Jesus loves you. Oh, that's what I think. I'm like, oh, I must be God's favourite. I mean, obviously, I'm joking. I just find that the whole religious thing. I don't let that control my life. I think you do what you want to do as long as you don't hurt anybody. I just think it's a good look when you see people like singing in the church together. I don't like organised religion, but when people actually come together over something, I think that's so beautiful. It's better than argument. arguing and fighting and shit like that. But when it starts to cause arguments as well, then I can't be bothered for either. So like I renounce it. I just go, well, at the end of the day, this is not what peace and love is about. So then I just don't have an interest in it in that aspect. And I also put family. It's gonna sound wild to some people, right? Because some people put religion above family. I put family, friends, anything in my life above the religion. Something that is not visible to me, something that I believe in, is then my choice to believe in how deeply I want to believe in it. So if I want to, you get my point. I can explain that one enough. Like being too, because some people like blasphemy, right? Because you'll be like, oh, you don't care. Well, actually, no, it's just my choice, right? It's a beautiful mix. I mean, I literally grew up, I guess you could say, the reason it's a difficult one is I like rock music all at the same time, and rock music very much linked to, like, you go Slipknot, very satanic-ish sort of group. Doesn't mean I don't like them, or Corey Taylor. I love the name Corey, I think it's so funny. Like, imagine calling your kid Corey. People don't understand why then, I think that's just a British terminology, but it's fucking hilarious. So I've got like literally CKY song stuck in my head. And I've literally played it over and 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 over again, and it will not get out of my head. And the reason I had to really exacerbate like that is because I've played it like a good 30 times in the last 2 days. I had to have headphones so people wouldn't think I was crazy for listening to the same song. It won't go away. So this whole thing of listening to a song to, erase it from your brain doesn't work always. Anyway, I appreciate all the support, guys. I will be back in 50 minutes. Like I actually will be, because I'm doing good with time now. Believe me, I know before there's a few times I was shit, but now I'm on the ball. So let me check out what time it is now. I was trying to get to like 1/4 because it actually made it more than even time to come on. I don't like doing it. It's 7 minutes past. What is that shit? I like to do it on an hour, not an hour. 1/4 past, 1/2 past, 1/4 to, any main segment. Well, it's not even an even number, is it? But it feels even on a clock. Does that make sense? Oh, fuck's sake. If you have your hand somewhere in the middle between the small and two, it's just weird, bro. So I let it hit somewhere major. Like, there we go, it's here. Right, I appreciate it. I will be back in 15 minutes. A lot more calm, a lot more settled down. I'm just full of fucking energy at this time in the morning, and it's very unpleasant. Very unpleasant. Alright. Peace, love. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, it's awful.